with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury, ha, these luxury, ha, luxury, ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it, I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go from Indy. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Love throwing to start us off. Going deep right away. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down throw, here's Love. Completed over the middle. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Bobby Okereke making that stop. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun now for Love. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Joseph there to tack on the extra point. And the Colts take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. First carry here for Tony Pollard. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion, headed right. Purdy gets this from the pistol. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's going to be caught, Tony Pollard. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the gun is Purdy. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And that's good for a gain of 5. Darius Slay with the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 23. Toward the sideline, and he's got more. And all he needed was one more stride. He's at the 2-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Pollard has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Will one defender fail? Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Trying again with Pollard. And the defense flows over to make the play outside. Back-to-back stands at the goal line, and now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And he makes the play. It's a touchdown. But hang on a second. I spy a flag out there, Brock. This could erase that score. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. On now is McManus to kick this away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. And look at this return. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. 2nd and 3 now. Looking to throw, Purdy. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Extension, that's a touchdown! The Titans parlay the interception into points. Dallas Goedert the touchdown! McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Titans take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is McManus to kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Audio Karake making that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They just get the play off. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. That one's complete right side. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Let's go. Loves to throw again. On target to Worthy. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith. 3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Love. He lofts it deep left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Here we go.
4th down. Here's Love. They connect for the 1st. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie things up at 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Starting from the 5. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the gun here. Flush down now to his left. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Goddard makes the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They give to Pollard from the gun. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 34. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Here's Purdy to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He tries to sneak it, and he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Pollard. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Titans take a 2nd quarter lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. At 2:01 on the clock, this is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Love. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. So what began at their own 20, Brock, all of a sudden is inside the other 20. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal. Love now. Finds his man. It's Worthy. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Joseph now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts tie this game at 21. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First down throw by Purdy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's what you call making the best out of a pretty messy situation. You hate to give the ball away, but that's a tremendous effort to bring the defender down right away and minimize the damage with very little return.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its second. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Love. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the gun is Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Back to throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Let's go. Takes the handoff, now Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Love from the gun. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The the Colts push their lead further to start the half. Point after try is good by Joseph. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Searches from the pocket. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here. Now Purdy. Completed to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Whether they meant to go to him or was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for it and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
Purdy trying on 4th down. They connect on the deep shot. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Purdy to throw it. That one's cut along the left sideline. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. DJ Moore the touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Titans cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Dialing up a receiver screen. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
1st down throw. Here's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. This is brought in at the 50. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 23-yard line.
Another try following the sack. He's on the move. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Pass taken in by Pollard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now it's Purdy. He lets a heater go deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. We've reached the end of the third
quarter.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. He breaks the tackle, and that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. Oh no, the ball is loose! And the Colts pick it up. Along the right sideline, there's space. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Well, I love that. There was no thought of just covering it up, was there? He just grabbed it, instantly got his eyes upfield, and was looking for where to return it.
Now, I think you could hear what I could hear, Kate. What we hear on a practice field, scoop and score, scoop and score. They work on it, they rep it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
A 1st and goal pass, yeah, it can be an active surprise at times, but let's give some credit to this defense and the coverage in particular. They stayed focused and locked in on those routes, giving that rush plenty of time to get home, and now make 2nd and goal much, much more difficult. You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 4th down, here's Love. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown! The Colts grow their lead off the turnover. Joseph now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Fielded at the 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. And they'll wrap him up after a short carry at the 24. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Purdy. Goddard makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He's got time here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st. To throw again, it's Purdy. Stays up front. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Purdy looking to throw. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Caught near the goal line. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On the move, headed right. He just throws this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Pollard. And he's in for the touchdown. The Titans make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this game. Not much time. They've got to get this one back. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out. Oh, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up what's ever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
On the give, this is Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go. Trap 60.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And this one doesn't go far. The Titans call their third and final timeout. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 4 yards, narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Brian Anger getting the call on the 4th down punt. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a